Welcome back to video blog number 3, and today's video blog's all around making sure that you've thought about the right fuel for your idea. I've come up with an acronym which is called FIRE, and FIRE stands for focus, idea, revenue, entourage, and engagement. So to kick it off, yes, it's got 2 E's, I know, but there's 2 E's. Deal with it. So the F is around focus. So making sure that you allocate the right amount of time in your every day, every week to really be able to concentrate on how you're going to bring your idea to life. For me, I did the drastic thing and gave up work for a period of time to concentrate on the idea that was burning in the back of my head. You don't need to do that. It just might mean that you need to look at what is currently distracting you through your day, see if you can alleviate some of those things. It might mean that you have to work longer hours. It might mean that you have to work on the weekend. But to really get your idea off the ground, if you don't have the right amount of focus on it, it's never going to happen. And you know that. So the first is the F, which is around focus. The second is around the idea itself. And it's not that you've come up with a great concept, but can you clearly articulate it to either your target audience, to a potential investor, etc. And to do that, you should really think about creating a bit of an elevator spiel. Now, I'm sure you've heard about the elevator spiel, but the elevator spiel is basically if you were stuck in an elevator from level 13 and you're going down to ground floor and you had to tell someone about your idea, could you nail it in a paragraph? So you really need to think about that idea and practice. And I wrote it over and over and over and over again. And I feel like I've come very close to it. Mine's only like a couple of lines now. But if I'm telling someone about what I'm creating, you should be able to deliver it in that type of way. And when you're thinking about the I for the idea as well, it's also good to do a lot of market research. You're going to spend a lot of time understanding the potential market that you're going into. Is it an existing marketplace that is very cluttered? You then need to really think about how your product has that point of difference. Or is it a new marketplace that you're creating, which I'm doing? Fucking scary. It doesn't currently exist out there. But have a look at that and understand and make sure you do enough research around it to see if that marketplace is actually going to be there and take up your idea itself. The R is around revenue. You really need to think about how you're going to commercialize your product. Too many of these tech startups have just got a great idea and I want to build an app, and it's great. It is great to do it, but how are you going to commercialize it? How are you going to make money? There's no point of freaking doing it if you're not going to make money in your idea. You know, it's very rare that you're going to create a concept that's just going to generate the scale that a Facebook will want to buy. But, you know, you need to really properly think around that commercial aspect of your idea. And if it doesn't currently exist, seek someone out there that can actually help. The first E is around engagement. So who is your target audience? Really identify clearly who that target demographic is. Without doing this, how are you going to sell your product in the first place? And how are you going to validate your product when you go through that research stage? So make sure you really think around the engagement and who you're trying to appeal your product to. And the final one is around entourage. You need a car full of people to be able to support you. You're not freaking Superman. You can't do everything. And I'm slowly realizing that myself. So take my world for an example right now. I'm very good at the sales aspect, I'm good at the marketing aspect, and I think I've nailed the user journey and how people are engaged with my product. But what I don't know is the tech space. I don't know what front or back end development is. So I'm currently seeking someone that may even come on the journey with me, or seeking an advisory network that can support me as I go through the dev. I'm also not good at the financial aspect and etc. So find out what your weaknesses are. And it's got to take a lot of self-awareness, and you're going to have to trust other people in your idea. But just make sure you think about where your weaknesses are and find that entourage of people, positive people that want to help you to go on that journey. So that's today's blog. It's all about FIRE. It's all about building the right fuel around your idea. Focus, idea, revenue, entourage, and engagement. Hopefully you enjoyed this blog and stay tuned for the next one. Talk soon.